Fantastic Force Incursions, Saga Incursions to be exact. And hello, everybody. Welcome to a video for Tuesday. I'm still getting to grips with how I'm making content because it's not plain sailing when you set everything up and go, everything's going to be fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. It's taking time, and I'm absolutely exhausted, to be honest. I'm going to try and get as many early nights in as possible and try and make sure that when Wednesday comes and new content arises, I get a bit more kind of fresh face. But I want to do a Battlegrounds season 30 options video for Victory Track and Gladiator Circuit, and that's my plan to have that released. Fingers crossed, second video Tuesday, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll have to see how things go. Anyway, but one thing that does go is the Saga Incursions, and I want to just quickly jump right to the end and figure out what the rewards are, because that's one of the most important things. First of all, Saga Sector top zone rewards have been updated to inject research grants. This is still something that's a bit confusing for me, especially as a non-spending player chasing to try and get enough grants for the 7-star Mr. Fantastic. I've read the comments of what people think about Mr. Fantastic, but a 7-star is a 7-star. It is a free 7-star. Yeah, you got to work for it. I'm not saying it's giving you for free, but the acquisition method for a non-spending player is to go out for free to grab it. I suppose the question would be, is it a fantastic champion? Debatable, but a lot of people say no. We know about the realm point for sure. We know about the idle armory item for sure. I'm still not sure about the chase and acquisition method for an idle base champion. It's definitely not how it was. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna not get the 7-star version of Solvarch or whatever he's called. Anyway, at least I can add points to the realm event points, the realm event. So that's going to be, good, and get involved with it. Get as many points as possible. You can see there's the grants, which is 10, and there's the points, which you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's up to 15. No, it's scattered, isn't it? It's not like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, it is 15. Okay. To me, like, I'm pretty scuffed at the moment. I'm really, really tired. So I'm gonna have to double check everything that I do now, just because I'm just so tired. Anyway, the rank up gem, very helpful. Generic as well. That I think saves materials. Definitely got to go do it. 7-star class signature stone crystals, 15. Nice. Oh, by the way, Radiance units resets. So if you got the last lot, go have at it. I'm doing it now because I don't have as much time. So I'm going to grab that Radiance unit just to help me get quicker to where I need to go. I need to get that rank 3 to 4 gem, 7-star out of Act 9.2, but that's another story for another day. Tier 4 Alpha, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's enough to get one fully formed Tier 4 Alpha. And Tier 7 Basic. What's that? That is 10%? Yeah, 10% of a Tier 7 Basic. Titan Crystal Shards, yep. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not ridiculous, but it's not bad. It's not like, game breaking. It's not bad. So that's good news in some way. The boss hacks, I guess, the next thing, because I'm always concerned about, like, do we get any kind of decent boss hacks, and when is it coming in? There's a lot of stuff dropping at one given time in MCOC. I'm gonna try and make sure I cover as much as possible, but I tell you what, like, I'm not gonna go full at it. I'm gonna just try and do it slowly, do coverage, do videos, do breakdowns, do guides at my own pace, and enjoy it as I go, because otherwise I'll feel quite burnt out, and a wrong time to feel burnt out with it. Don't get burnt out in game. If you feel like you're getting burnt out, then you might have to take a little bit of a break. What's happening with some of these roll boosts? Not roll boosts, wrong thing. Hacks. Attackers says armor burst. The attacker's basic attacks have 40% chance to grant them a 40% armor up buff for 10 seconds. The final hit of the attacker's special attack deals a burst of direct damage, scaling with the current armor percentage. Okay, cool. So any champion that has armor as part of their kit are going to be massively affected. But of course, it's Saga champions, isn't it? So these will be... what will they be? What's this? Fantastic Force Saga-based champions. We've got to bring them up, haven't we, and talk about them. So providing you have some of the champion options between, say, the techs and some cosmic lines, they're going to get armor up buffs. Mega Sentinel, of course, as a tech champion, will get an armor up buff as standard. Yes, there will be hacks that will probably give you armor ups across the battle. A Mega Sentinel... No, Mega Sentinel. I said the wrong one. Ant-Man, I think, has it, doesn't he? Then you've got Warlock standard, and Iron Man. Does Silver Surfer have it as part of his kit? I suppose you could to be honest, you could get away with doing pre-fighting for in any case with Odin. That could be a real cheese. That could be a real cheese to open up stuff. But it only applies if it's treated. Well, no, because that's not. No, I thought that would have treated like it. The was it Dropnir? Each fight indefinite protection buff. I thought it existed as an armor up buff, but I'm more than likely wrong with that one. But Odin does get armor, so that's another option. I suppose there's several. We'll have to really kind of go into more detail and break this down. Oh, Red Skull. Yeah, that would be a very big standout champion right there. I might be going mad, but I thought I got a 7-star version. You can see how delirious I am and how tired I am. Like, I'm now thinking I've got champions, which I don't actually have. Yeah. I don't know why I thought I had him as 7-star. Delirium. Absolute delirium, my friends. So, back to this. This. See, I'm learning my buttons. I'm not really. I'm tired. So I'm just trying to figure out my buttons here. Defensive Cascade. When the defender is knocked down, the special attack they inflicted with a stun debuff. 5 seconds. His ability is a cooldown for 15. It's handy if you increasing stun. There's a minor hack for that. You can do that. So increase the length of the stun. So that's going to be beneficial for you. And also for each armor up effect on the attacker, down to a minimum of 5 seconds. Nice. These regions are called in 15 seconds. Okay, so that's beneficial if you got some of the champions I just mentioned. At the ready, whenever the attack activates striker, they gain an unblockable buff. Plus 1 second for each shock, bleed, or rupture effect on the opponent. Well, nice if you've got champions that are going to inflict those things. If you don't, then it's kind of a bit pointless. Granted, it is an unblockable buff, so therefore it would trigger things like buff cornucopia if you had it. And the same thing when it comes to like some of these here. If we are going with a buff being triggered, an armor up buff, for example, then of course it's going to be beneficial for the cornucopia. And then you've got special counter, power sting is triggered, defender attack gains plus 50% prowess, tide of combat, whenever a non-damaging debuff in the opponent ends, the attack has a 50% chance to gain a fury buff. Again, same thing, like it's just triggering thing. If you trigger one ability to the other, like power stings, well, there's something that amplifies that. If you've got a champion with base abilities, has a power sting, like Ant-Man, for example, which I think is a fantastic force-based champion. So again, it's all helpful stuff if you can plan and have champions for it, but you're not necessarily going to be taking in Ant-Man because it may not coincide with what you're looking to set up. You've got Toxic Advance right there, Pain and Gain. These are all usual ones. And the following we're rotating out. Oh, they're rotating out, sorry. So no Toxic Advance, no Pain and Gain, no alternate enhancement or Impact Purge, or Kill and Chill. So not great if you utilize those. Fine otherwise. And the champions you're facing off against, Silver Surfer, Invisible Woman. You might need something specific for Invisible Woman. Let's just load back up the game a second. Have a look at some of the ones that if it is Fantastic Four base Saga champions for this, yeah, miscounters. I'm probably fancying a Mega Sentinel to be that champion. Human Torch as well to be a counter to that champion. Not necessarily because you can shut that down, but it's very specific. And it's annoying that you can't go to skill-based champions for this, because I would have just gone my favorite, which is Nick Fury. But hey, you can't do everything. You can't have everything, can you? And yeah, starts on Wednesday. So that's that. And yeah, like my thoughts on it is that we'll try and do a write-up. There are some fun things that I like about this, and the incursion events will run for the second month of Fantastic Force, and the theme zone bosses and champions will remain after this event ends, and we know that. Yeah, it should be fun enough. It's just trying to find the right champions for the job, because there are champions out there. It's just, yeah, it's a big tricky one. I think Angela will probably be another standout champion. And there'll be some very specific fights. I think Gore and I definitely think Scream are going to be some top champions for this. I'm looking forward to using Scream in this. I really am. But let's see what the content drops. Let's do some write-ups, some guides and things. And probably at the weekend, I'll have a guide ready for that. But I am going ghost hunting on Saturday, so probably not. And I've got stuff to do on Sunday as well, so probably not. So I'll get it to you whenever. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support as always. And I'll try and be less tired in the next video. No promises. No, I'm going to get a better night's sleep. Anyway, bye. Bye.